Hey guys, welcome to this new video, and it's the new year. So I just want to start off by talking about some things that actually might help you uh, during the new year. So whether you're new to this channel or if you're old to this channel, these are things, excuse me, these are things I believe that could actually help. I'm still trying to get over my cold, by the way, so yeah. A big thing that I've had a problem with in the past, and sometimes I still do, but it's feeling that you're not good enough. So, for instance, like for me, starting my YouTube, like that was a really big step. I know it sounds funny because you're like, oh my gosh, it's freaking YouTube. Like, why are you worried about it? But it comes into play where I feel like, people tell you all the or people tell me all the time, oh yeah, I like your art, it's great, and blah 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 blah, but you wonder like, well, how many people are like really paying attention? Like, is it really good? Or are they just saying that? Or is it really good? And those were, excuse me, I'm sorry. Those were problems that I had. And so when it came to me trying to start doing a YouTube, I actually just I just felt like, my artwork is probably at a decent level, but it's not good enough. So I kind of hesitated about doing it, but I finally convinced myself that I deserve to have my artwork out there as much as the next person. Because I think deep down inside, I really do feel like my artwork is good enough. And a lot of it's just overcoming personal things. Problems from people in the past, or, people kind of really bashing you about your artwork. And so some of it sticks with you a little while. But I just want to make this video for those of you who have come to this channel and you feel like, maybe you do want to learn how to draw, or maybe I don't know, maybe you just like watching interesting videos or artistic videos. I just want to say that whatever it is that you're trying to do, just go ahead and do it. Don't hesitate. Don't wait. Just do it. I had a lot of problems just getting myself to the point to actually go and create a YouTube account. And even after I made that, and after I made the account, I still was like hesitant to put up a video because I was like, oh my gosh, like what are people really going to think? Like, what are the people going to think of my artwork, Because you always see, or at least I always see, so many different artists, and their artwork always looks so much better than mine, always. But the thing is, I had to put all of that behind me. And so literally what my goal is for this YouTube is not to just become like a humongous YouTuber, not to make crazy amounts of money. My real goal is to, hopefully this page can become an inspiration for someone who's trying to, I don't know, whether you want to make a YouTube about your car collections or whatever. Or if you, like I said, if you just want to learn how to draw and you feel intimidated because you're like, oh, I don't know how. I want this literally to be a YouTube that is just fun. And it doesn't matter if all of your art is just like, okay, for instance, like if you draw a picture of a lady or a dog or a cat or a man or a car or anything, I don't want this to be a place to where you feel like you have to be judged because of what your artwork looks like. Your artwork is you, and it expresses you. So literally, if that comes down to, I don't know, what most people will probably say the simplest drawing, if you really put passion and, the love that you have for drawing into it, then who's to say that your drawing isn't as good as like something Picasso would have made, you know? That's just the way I feel. I feel like there's too many rules on what is considered perfect or what is considered good if it reaches this point, you know? I think very differently when it comes to art, and I want this place, this YouTube, this little place that's on in the internet, this one little site. I just want it to be a place where people can come and feel comfortable, and to feel like their art actually really, really, really matters, because it really does. It really matters to me. You know, and the fact that you guys are supporting me by, you know, watching and viewing and looking at the artwork, you know, that I'm creating, it really, really, really keeps me motivated, because it's just so many times in my art career, I've seen people using, or the best way to describe it is, there's a certain standard that people are only willing to work with you if it looks like this. And I feel like one place I was working at before, I couldn't do, there was a character I was drawing, and I had to do it like one way. And it wasn't even so much, I know it sounds funny because you're like, okay, well, you were working there, so you have to do it the way they want. But I don't want to say what it was on YouTube just because it would probably be a little controversial. But I had to do it one way versus any other way. But it was just because people were too afraid of change. And, you know, it kind of stuck with me. I was like, this is ridiculous. You know? Also, too, my artwork, sometimes it seems like it's not accepted because it looks this way, or I choose to do it this way. Or people might say, oh, well, you need to go back to school, you need to blah, 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 blah. And people don't understand. One of the most important rules, if you're in pretty much any art class, they'll tell you, is learn the rules and break them. Learn to make the rules your own. So that's all I have been doing with all the artwork that I create. You know, that's why in some of these videos I say, don't worry about all this. We're gonna get to that. Like, don't freak out just because it's not like perfect. And is there really a perfect piece of artwork? Because there's some that are pretty darn close, but I really feel like there's room for improvement all the time, even when it comes to my artwork. But the thing is, it's like, okay, well, if you want to leave it like that, that's fine too. But there's always room for improvement. Any of my pieces of artwork, someone could come and be like, oh, you need to do this, 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 and then your artwork will look like kapow. You know, and that might be great, you know. But for me, I choose to do the artwork this way because it's who I am. You know, I'm not the textbook. I'm not, you know, the teacher who thinks it should be done this way. It's me. It's me, John. And that's just the way I like to do my artwork. You know, so I just want to encourage all of you who are out there drawing, like, don't give up. And if you get frustrated, like, just don't give up. It's really not that big a deal. It is a big deal in the fact that you do want to be able to conquer a problem that you have, but it's not so big a deal to where you need to stress out over it. Because, and this is my personal opinion that I'm just sharing, but I really feel like artwork, at least for me, is a really good way to relax and to calm down. You know, even on my YouTube, even though I put all kinds of videos, even like some of my CG videos and stuff, it's all still my artwork. But I want people to feel like when they come to this YouTube, it's a place to where, because there's so many crazy videos on YouTube, and I'm not knocking anyone, but let's be honest, there's a lot of crazy, silly videos on YouTube. And I just literally want this to be a place where when you come, you can feel like you can relax and not have to worry about anything really, and just do your thing. There's no deadlines on your drawing has to be done by this time, or it's just none of that. All that's out the door. It's just let's just make art. That's all it's about, you know. And I'm just excited to where this can actually go. You know, I have some new stuff that's coming. I have some cool new tutorials that I'm getting ready to share with you guys, and then also then you guys saw the teaser for the Rise of the Galaxy, but all that's going to be just pure artwork. You know, I'm just really happy just to be able to share all this with you guys, and it's I really appreciate it when, especially when I get emails from you guys, and someone told me just today, I think, someone told me today that they have been searching for 2 days on how to find some videos for graphic arts and all that stuff, and they told me that they found my YouTube and that they subscribed because I guess they liked what I had to offer. So I mean, stuff like that, it really means a lot, and I can't express how much I appreciate it. So I kind of hope that you guys understand maybe a little more clear now on what Artface is all about, and you know, just my YouTube. That's what it's all about, you know. And I'm not ashamed to say it. You know, I do. You know, some people, they act like you can't. I don't know. Some people act like they're ashamed because their videos are monetized. I really don't give a crap. I monetize them because, I mean, if this does turn into a humongous YouTube, then, I mean, awesome. You know, then that's a way that my art can support itself without me having to take money out of my own pocket to throw back into it. So, you know, I know it seems like a lot of people get upset about that. You're like, oh, you monetize your stuff, and it should be for free. Well, I mean, it is, but believe it or not, I've actually heard that argument. But, you know, and especially for artists, like, it's very difficult. So, if this ever does turn into something humongous to where the artwork can support itself, I mean, that would just be so awesome. So awesome. But even before all of that, my main goal is to just be just a cool, fun dude that just really likes to share art and likes to help people with their art. So, I mean, even if we can just get to that point, I would think we're almost there. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm just excited. So, I really appreciate you guys. And, yeah, I'm just thankful for how this is going and for how fast our YouTube is growing too. So I say our YouTube because I feel like we're all a team. That's the way I feel. I like to think of us like that. So losing my voice. Anyway, I'm going to take off. I have some stuff I'm working on for tomorrow, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And I hope you guys had a good weekend. All right, so I'll talk to you later. And again, Happy New Year's. Yes, I just did 2 thumbs up, but whatever. I don't care. Anyway, so yeah, Happy New Year's, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right?